My name's Stephen Silverbeard and welcome to my Permadeath series, and I want to start this part up in my new freighter base, and I thought I'd just give you guys a little bit of a tour. I haven't done much on it because I've had to go out and gather more iron, and I have had a little bit of a thought about how big I want to make this base, in the sense that I think I'm just going to let it grow organically according to my needs, and this area here is actually below the center of the actual freighter base. If I come up here and I just show you guys it, this is the central room that you get for free, and what I've actually done is I've gone down through this area here and I've now got this large room underneath, which I'm going to expand out this way, which is the only way I can seem to be able to expand. I can't expand this way. If I show you here, guys, see, it won't let me expand that way because that goes towards the freighter bridge. There's obviously a base limit that way. I mean, I could go even wider, and I may eventually, but I had a little bit of a thought about it, and I think that I'm going to let the base grow according to my requirements rather than just try and build a mega base, because there's always an outside chance that I may find a better freighter, although I think I've already got the max size freighter. Now I've got one slot short of a max size freighter, which is 34, and so there is only a remote possibility that I'm going to want to upgrade my freighter. And the other thinking is that by having a reasonably sized freighter base up here, I will be able to deal with any problems should my planetary base get broken as part of the next update. But before I go out and do some more general exploration and wandering, I want to work on what I'm going to call my vault room, which is up here. As you can see, I've created this area here, but I'm going to need to lay in the floor. Here. Just lay in this area here like this. I don't think I'm going to want to go much bigger than this. I've now sealed this floor in, and my thinking is that I should be able to bring up well, I could get 10 volts in here should I need to move my volts up. That's the idea, but I'm not going to bring all 10 up straight away. I might bring up, say, 3 or 4 from my planetary base over a period of time. And what I'm thinking, guys, is where it is, I want to put a terminal. What I want to do is put a galactic trade terminal there, and I should be able to get, I don't remember where the other ones are. Let's see if I can find it. Yeah, there. And I think we're going to put a health station and a shield station there. So the idea will be is I have my shield station, my health station, my trade terminal, and then volts all the way round in this room. And that will be it, nice and simple. And then below here will be my permanent farming base. What plants I'm going to put down here will depend very much on how I feel at the time, I think, and what my needs are going to be. Let me just have a quick check. Now I've got a little bit of iron, so what I could do is just expand this area here. Let me just open up the area here. That's going to open up this floor here. I've got a bit of a gap up here now. This in. Like that. And this is an entry room, so I'm thinking of having smaller farms up on this side, each side of the base. If I come through, oops. If I come through here, these areas here, which will be kind of spare overflow rooms, farming rooms, and of course as the floor underneath expands, but I don't think I want to go much bigger than this. In fact, I could probably pull back these two here. So just bring those two back, I think, like that. So I'll have these rooms here. As I say, I may expand these rooms over time. I can have some farming up here, maybe along this wall and this wall. We'll put in some carbon. Don't know if I probably got too far. We could put some carbon up on this wall. It won't put it on that wall. This can be a bit temperamental sometimes. Maybe I'll just put that there. So this would be a carbon room. Maybe across the back here on each one. And then I'll just keep filling it in from various dimensions. That's probably the best way to explain it, guys. And I think I've probably gone, yeah, I'm virtually right through all my iron again, which is another reason why I want to grow this slowly over time. And eventually I'll put some plants out in here, but I'll probably do a lot of the planting off camera. Anyway, that's the general structure and layout of the way I'm thinking about my base. And so I am going to grow it up over time, and I think what I want to do in this part now is just get out and do some general exploration. And I want to go to a new system, partly because I want to see if I can bump into a new freighter, and I think I've got the fuel in the freighter for one jump. Although I could have used my ship. If I use my freighter, it won't trigger a freighter battle on the new system, will it? Okay, let's do a long range jump in the freighter for this part. Then maybe in the next part, well, depending on what system I go to, I will take things from there. So we're just going to jump into here. Plus I'm being a bit lazy. And there's the center of the galaxy, and of course I'm going to do exactly as I did last time. And, go this way. I'm kind of going round the top of the galaxy. That's as far as I can go. I'm just curious to see if there's anything different up here. I think we're going to go for the full 2000 range and see what's out there. There's a Korvac system there. It says it's promising. So I'm trying to push the mouse up, and that's as high as it's going to let me go. So I think in some ways we're going round the rim of the galaxy, but in some ways curving back over the top of the galaxy. If that makes sense, guys. Fledgling system. I think we're just going to see if we can find another rich system. Comfortable. Right, we're on the edge now. Affluent Gek. Level 3 Flawless. Let's have a look at that. It's a 2-planet system. Okay, let's go for this. I mean, 2 planets is 2 planets. That'd be enough for me to explore in one part. And I suppose I've got a bit of a confession, guys, in the sense that I think we are all in a slight state of marking time now, because the next update is very, very close now, and there is a slight feeling of, wow, I just want to wait and see what happens. So why start a major project? As the person who actually started off just building a new freighter base, but I can justify that on the grounds that I'm protecting against the major update. Now, as for the next update, well, as far as I can tell, nothing much has happened. The big story, I suppose, is the best way to put it. They're saying that Waking Titan, the last part, is going to be out on the 20th of July 2018 if you're watching this in the future. And there's a lot of speculation over what it is. It seems that it's going to be the last big reveal that will lead up to the next update. I think I've just been watching a little bit of, or listening is probably a correct term, of one of Cobra's live stream podcast things where people are speculating. How do you feel? It just all seems a little bit pointless now, and it seems that they've got one more thing to unlock. I'm not exactly sure. I listened to the conversation and I have to admit that they completely lost me. It seems that there's one more reveal or something, or some dreamer or something that has to be found and unlocked. And maybe I should have paid more attention to the Waking Titan, but I think it's a bit late now, to be honest. In here, credits. Maybe we'll talk to this guy. Well, to do it just in here. If this guy's got any tech, maybe I shouldn't have come to a Gex system, but never mind. Trade for planet nanites. We got cannon tail damage, cyclotron. I think I've got the nanites for it. Should I actually need it? I think I've got nanites actually on my freighter. Oh, look, 181 there. And I've got 583 freighter. Maybe we'll come back and get that tech. And again, I'm just going to see if there's what's for sale. Orange. Yep, nothing looking particularly that good here. Let's sell off here. I can sell the tropium. While I was collecting iron and travelling backwards and forwards, I kept getting bounced by pirates and what they call them, bounty killers. Right, let's get across and see if this guy's got any missions that we can do. If not, we'll just have to go and explore on a free base style. Get in here, grab the carbon, my freighter through the window there. And I do hope that they're actually going to give us a bit more variety with the bases. I mean, I think that's part of the game that can be developed. Browse mission, collect an item, repair damage, deliver an item, hunt predatory creatures. Well, I think we can certainly take that. It's a nice freebie mission. Scan minerals, yes. Get that. Deliver an item, collect an item, repair damage, locate a missing person, or analyze a theta, repair damaged item. That would give us some nanites. Maybe we'll just get with that. I think that should be quite a simple, straightforward mission. That should get us on the score sheet for this system. Oh yeah, one thing I do want to show you. This is something I think Snafu's reminded me a couple of times about this in the comments, that you can actually check ships out by using the suit scanner. So if you scan like that, you can see this is a C-class Explorer, and you can roughly guess the size on the price. Now that's 445,000, which means it's probably only about a 17 or an 18 slot ship. I'll just check, just to show you guys. I want to check the things. If we do an offer for the live thing, 15 slots, not bad. That's one far out. So you can actually gauge the size of a ship by just doing that. If he's got any iron to sell, buy. It's quite. Yeah, you've got loads of plutonium. I think I'm okay for plutonium at the moment. Yeah, so that's a quick way when you see ships to actually spot whether they're worth checking out. As I say, I think Snafu keeps on reminding me of it, and I keep forgetting. I think part of my problem now is I'm playing too many different space-based survival games, because as I say, I'm playing No Man's Sky, I'm also playing Imperium Galactic Survival, And I'm also playing a little bit of Planet Nomads off camera. I don't really have the time to start a new series. In fact, if any of you guys following the channel, you may think that my content has dropped off a little bit. There is a reason for that, in the fact that recently I'm been down to only one machine, so I've got to do everything on one machine at the moment, because one of my second machine, which I used to use for rendering, has developed a problem with the monitor, which is very irritating. I mean, it works, but the monitor's a bit distorted, and at the moment I can't afford to buy a new monitor, so I am effectively down to one machine at the moment, and that's why I'm not producing as much content as I have been. And plus the fact that life at the moment is being a little bit busy for me, and I can't actually find a landing point. It's gonna be crazy. Oh, there it is. Yeah, I don't want to be political, guys, but Brexit is making my life a little bit difficult, because the company I work for is trying to make plans for Brexit. That is increasing my workload at the moment. Anyway, guys, let's just get into here and look round, and we're just going to let's have a look and see what we can find. Yeah, doesn't seem to be that much there. We can grab some nanites and we can scan the creatures while we're at it. And got a mission to scan minerals. Iron and copper, okay, that could be useful. I'm a little bit short of copper at the moment. So if I grab a little bit of iron and copper there. Grab that. So there's a little bit just to the left of the door here. And we're just going to do a little bit of repair. And that should give us... And I have completed my repairs. I should let the object's owner know the success. Transmit by success. Transmit a signal over an object's diagnostic reporting tool. Let the owner know. Okay. That was a nice quick mission. And check out back. It's out here. And oh, this is this famous room that lent to so much speculation when the portals weren't working. It's like a planet system with 3 planets, one with 2 moons and one with 1 moon. I think a lot of people were looking for this, and I still think there is a significance, but no one's actually bounds of loss label of front. And that's actually hello world. Hello. The Atlas has created a simulation of its own world, its entire existence, in an attempt to witness its own impending death. It wishes me to show me its past and future. Perform diagnostic. Okay. Okay, I'm not exactly sure what was happening there. I think maybe it was just duplicating what it was doing internally. I think I've just wasted some resources, but it's not a problem. I think because the mission was repair, this room duplicated what the other room was doing. Unless there's a hidden secret bonus or something like that, which I doubt very much. You scan in the air. There, it's gone over too quick. It's just anything else around here? Get over there. There's something over the back there. Let's just wander off in this direction. So take the opportunity to grab as much iron as I can. Oh, this is iridium. Should have known that actually. Again, just stocking up a contingency should I need it. So to be honest, I'm not sure why I'm laying in a contingency against the next update. So again, pop that up. Wow, that can go to the freighter. That can go to the freighter. That can go to the advanced suit. There's definitely something out here. Yeah, I think that's the Predator. Yep. Sure why that said that there was a Predator around here. Maybe the creature went predatory because I shot it. So that's something you can happen if you shoot a friendly creature. That actually makes them hostile. Not to be recommended if the creature is bigger than you. So if you shoot one of these really large creatures by, okay, you've got a weather warning coming in. Okay. Yeah, maybe that's what I did. I suppose I do need a little bit of carbon. I've been getting through quite a lot of stuff recently, and I'm probably going to need carbon once I start planting everything up again. Looks like the storm's come in, so get back to the ship. This frozen screen effect, I'm sure that it wasn't as prominent as that in the past. I don't know if they've actually upped that. No. I think the ships travel too fast to be able to scan them in space. Yeah, I don't remember the screen frosting over to quite as much as it is in the moment. I mean, have any of you guys noticed that in the past? Maybe I just haven't noticed it. Right, that electron vapor. Well, and I mean that's probably going to be emerald, but we'll just check it out. Just to see. Wow, a bit of a fail there. Vanadium. Okay. Oh, well, let's take some of this. Don't think I've got any real use for it, but always stash it away in a vault against the time that I may need it. You never know. Hello Games may make it a rarer item, something for the next update. So I'll grab a little bit of it. That should be it. One more for luck on the way out. Jump in here, guys. Too late. And we're gonna shoot back up to the space station. See, this system doesn't really have the density of asteroids that are from the previous part. Turn to the mission agent, find a mission above the space station. Fair enough. And, again, we're just going to back to the freighter. That can go to the freighter. That can go in the high capacity suit. I can sell that stuff off. That can stay where it is. We can drop that off once we actually visit. A quick check. That's just another fairly low tech explorer. obviously we're not going to find any exciting new ships here. Never mind. And hello. You give me. I think what I'm going to do is hand in missions. Wow. Okay, defective contraptions. I got 152. I think cashing this in, I may actually get enough nanites to go across and actually get the tech. That's 200. Get another 100 odd. I'll definitely have enough to. Yeah. Lurking worries. And he's going to give me 83,000 credits for that. Okay. That was a nice. Collect an item, locate a missing person. We could do locate a missing person before we move on. We've got a couple here actually. Yeah, let's absent friends. Okay, let's do a couple of these. Right. And going to potential location data. Let's see. And while I'm thinking about it, guys, I'm just going to go across and get that tech. I should have, yeah, 250. Yeah, we should have enough for at least one of those techs. I'm only buying the techs so that I can say that I've collected them all. I mean, that's a simple reason I'm doing it. Because, well, if you haven't got them all, you. Yeah, wow, it's all part of the game, isn't it? Waiting for the blueprints. You can have cannon damage there, Cyclone, Patron, Ballista. That's. Okay, let's just get that one. And already got that. Okay. And that still gives me a little bit of a surplus to put in there, so we've still got 288. Get a few more nanites, I might be able to get the second technology before I leave. Okay, maybe that's what we're going to do. Off we go. And wow, it won't take us back to the same place as before because this will be an elevated space station. And as it's a GEC system, we might get a chance to actually learn a bit more language as well, I suppose, flash out some cash. Because again, I'd love to complete all the languages on the system, well, for all of them. And it would be really cool if there was another new language introduced. I mean, one of that would be something they might do, is introduce a new race, maybe a player race. Oops. Bit of a crash there. Let's get over here. The after antimatter, yeah, that's great. That will allow me to charge up my hyperdrive. Mainly, I think I need the freighter needs the hyperdrive actually. Yeah, I've got electron vapor there. I think if I send that to the freighter, I should have enough resources up here to make that and charge that back up again because I've just used it. Yeah, I've only got 40 in there. As I say, I'd like to keep enough in my freighter and my ship also, as a kind of get out of jail free card. Should I get into trouble? Not that I'm expecting to get into any trouble. I don't think there's anything that really threatens me now, except for my own stupidity. I think that's the key factor, guys, that when you get to a certain point in the game, the only thing that can really get you killed is overconfidence rather than stupidity, I think, to be honest. Let's get some language going. Hello guys, the trader is engaged in some kind of religious observance. Closing your eyes rhythmically to the repeat. Upon my arrival he stops and shows me a simulated image of my own universe. Trader appears frightened. Comfort. Oops, could give him a neck. Oh, I'll comfort him. I comfort the trader and placing my hand on his shoulder, it thanks me, giving me a gift that as it calms down. Gek relic. That's good. I've got a few Gek relics, but they're quite useful when it comes to finding portals. Got the Gek word for begin. You can grab as many words as you can here. Best dialect out. The prospector Telbets. Got the Gek word for what? What? Get told off quite a lot once for saying that. Someone asks you a question and you say what? I think it's very much a British habit. Okay. Lifeform gestures frantically indicating they are not who I am but recently, so we're just going to accept that. Lifeform transmits navigational data to my exosuits. And we've got a timed mission, but it's not going to be a problem with the ship. Actually, I think I might have already spoken to this guy. No. So we're just going to grab this. And we got the Gek word for creation. And we're just going to orientate onto the mission. Yeah, it's only 25 seconds away. I think they should really rebalance this mission for people using the ship, but then what's the point, because they have to give enough time for someone to fly here in the ship and someone will be able to still be able to do it relatively easily. So it does seem a bit pointless. Never mind. Just gonna stroll in here. Hello. Come to see you, to reveal who you are. Again, I don't understand a word you said. The client's been searching for this individual for quite some time. I'm surprised given the relative ease in which I was able to find them. To transmit location. Transmit location of my target. The client will be responsible for what they do with this information. It would be more interesting if there was actually a consequence to that. Like maybe if you reveal their location, they get killed or something like that. Got any iron on here? Yep. So you grab that. So I want all the iron I can get at the moment. Dirt. Again, it'd be interesting if, say, dirt was part of farming, but that might be a little bit too much. Dagger in here. Sure, I had a up on here. I'm sure I had a. Oh, there it is. Off that with a keen dagger. After that's going to be just a dinky 13 slot. Yeah, experimental B class. Worth worrying about. Grab that. Go have a look outside. Oh, you're going to grab that. That could be useful. That may actually. Nanites. And here. What am I doing for nanites now? $126, that should be more than enough for what I want, that tech. Grab that. And switch the light off. Again. And grab that. And barrel bulb over there. Grab that because marrow bulb, make the voltaic cells for my trade terminal. I'll grab that while I'm looking at it, and some minerals because I've got that mission to actually do as well. So I don't think mineral trees count as minerals, but iron and aluminium. Yeah, let's take that. I'm a bit short on aluminium, so as well. And we're just going to fly in here, and that's what I was getting while I was actually getting iron. Loads and loads of bounty ships. I had to shoot down quite a few because they kept annoying me. Right, Cyclotron. Browse, hand in missions. Okay, what we've got now? Some nanite clusters. That's great. Another 65. And this one should give us cash. Oh no, got Flora Analyzer Theta. Okay, I didn't realise I didn't have that. Okay. Interesting. That was new. If someone had asked me, I would have said that I had all those missions. Hunt predatory creatures. Okay, yeah, level 3. New mission. Okay, let's have a quick look. Multi-tool, because I did put that there. I think we can dismantle that. And get here an extension of the multi-tool and an analysis visor. That's flora, that's fauna. Okay. Yeah, let's put that in there. I can see 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, all levels. So I was the flora analyzer missing against the fauna one. Okay. I say that will give me a little bit more cash when I scan things. Not that I need the cash, but never mind. I mean, if it weakens my mining beam, what I probably would do is readjust this and maybe take out one of the lower ones and maybe just keep the higher ones, so I can move that to there and then put in the mining tech back in. But I don't think it's going to be that much of an issue, to be honest, guys. Right, let's trade nanots for blueprints. Right, we got 300, so we'll grab that. And that gives us all the blueprints from here. So that gives us all the levels of tech. Actually, I think what we're going to do, just to wind this part up, let's just have a quick review of the tech. So technology. So should have everything here, and we've got that there. Still missing the pulse jet theta. That's it. Still seems to be hiding from me. Actually, that, and we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 to do with the. It says exocraft acceleration, although I'm not sure what that is because it doesn't tell you what that is. It could be related to exocraft mining lasers. So is there an exocraft technology missing? I didn't know you could have extra exocraft technologies. It's interesting, guys. Have any of you guys encountered that? And I've done all the missions. I can't think of anywhere where I'd get an exocraft upgrade. It's almost like that there's technologies there that you can't actually get. Interesting. With the log, guys, I was looking at this before I actually started. No, it's the journey. I think the log itself that's just the general log. Wow, I think that's the least number of missions I've had for a very long time. And of course we still got, it says the Atlas path up here in New Beginnings, but it says a new galaxy awaits. I think this is just a generic mission now. Explore the galaxy, but this doesn't really take you anywhere at the moment. It's almost like it's still incomplete, especially this one. I feel that there should be more hiding down. In fact, in Cobra's live stream that I was watching before I started making this video, they were speculating again on whether there is something actually at the center of the universe once you get to the last galaxy. But I think that was just being a bit crazy and out there, guys. And the GEC, I've got everything there except for missions completed and words learned. It says I've still got a long way to go with words. Obviously I may need to focus a bit more on the Vakeen. Seem to be a bit behind for the Vakeen. Well, I've visited more systems, Vakeen systems than that actually. Oh well, like the Korvax, so obviously I've been visiting too many GEC systems. So still quite a lot of work to do in this area. Merchants Guild maxed out for some reason. I still haven't got to top level as a merchant, because that's level 8. And same with the Mercenaries Guild, so I've done everything like that, but I still need to keep going with missions. And I've completed the Explorers Guild. Okay. And I think that's where I'm gonna... Right, let's just get in here and top that up. Make sure everything's topped up. Oh shit, let's check. Yep, everything's done there. Multi-tool, exosuits, everything's done. Really need to sell this junk off, I suppose, but I can do that later on. I think what I'm going to do, guys, is just wind this part up. We're going to get back to the freighter, and I'm going to kind of expand my base a little bit. Where's the freighter? Don't want to shoot that idiot. Where is my freighter? It should be right on my doorstep. There it is. Right in here. Actually, what I could do is drop off that resource and shove it into the trusty steed. Have a look, see what I can drop off. Yeah, I got the Viridium. I think if I come over to the trusty steed, I think it's the trusty steed that I actually store my exotic elements into now. Yeah, trusty steed 2. Maybe it isn't the trusty steed. The champagne. I think champagne is over here. There it is. There's champagne. Maybe I need to sort these haulers out a bit. Yeah, there we are. Wow. Okay, it seems I've already got a lot of Viridium. Never mind. Yeah. And I've got a GEC relic. I think if I bring the GEC relic back to the exosuit, fascination bead down there. We were that there, so it's a bit more tidier. Actually, let's pull this stuff back and that back, because I think I can get a few plants started off my base. Now this base isn't really going to be a kind of max farming base. This is going to be more of, well, not to start with anyway, this is going to be more of a place where I'm going to have plants that I need for my just to get things up and growing. So maybe we're just going to plant them here. Just right. I think we have oh no, I've used those up. Okay. And what else have I got here? There was, yeah, so we'll put some gamma root. We put 4 cactus flesh there. Put some there. See. frost crystals. So we can have 4 cactus plant, 4 gamma roots, and put some 4 frost crystals, and we the carbon. Yeah, I think that will work, guys. I mean, I'll probably end up moving everything around, but that's the way it goes. And I think how much iron have I got? Got enough for about 5, expanding 5. Maybe we want to keep a little bit of symmetry on the room. And go 1, 2, 3. Okay, let's go. Okay, I know I'm probably using. So if we go out 1 more floor like that, and if we maybe put a plant there. Probably put. That's not gonna let me. Probably put 1 there, 1 there, so that we can get in and round. I mean, it doesn't have to look totally elegant. Yeah, I think that will work. And that will keep expanding this area out, and maybe I could just leave a gap and put another one in, say like that. We can actually have islands of them. I don't really want to min-max this, I don't like that. I think maybe we can just do this like that. I can just walk between various planters. Yeah, I think that'll work. What do you think, guys? I think that's where I'm going to leave it. Actually, one quick tip for when you're building a base on the freighter, and I've actually done it accidentally, but it's actually quite useful to know, is that if you're building on a freighter base and you don't want to consume all the iron in your main ship, because obviously you need the iron to replenish your pulse drive, the trick is to change to another ship like this, because if you do this, the iron in your primary ship is no longer available for part of the building. So that's a little bit of a quick tip there, guys, when you're building, especially if you're like me, you get a bit carried away and you start putting lots and lots of stuff down. Before you know it, you've used all your iron up, which then makes you vulnerable if you're going up and you can't recharge your pulse drive. So that's a little trick there, guys. Just change to one of your storage freighters, which can be useful anyway, because obviously if you've got a storage freighter like this with other resources on it, it means you don't have to transfer stuff over, but at the same time it also means that you don't actually consume all that iron. Anyway, I think this is where I'm going to leave it, guys. Hope you enjoyed the episode, hope you found it interesting. Any suggestions about what you think I should put in this base, especially with respect to the upcoming next update, feel free to add a comment and I will take it on board, guys, because I'm not going to be totally paranoid about the next update. I mean, if things get broken, and we just have to deal with it. But any suggestions you picked up from on your travels, much appreciated. But until next time, guys, whatever you do, enjoy your gaming.